Hey guys, Philip here, back for another video with Freak Athletic. In today's quick video, we're going to be talking about health versus aesthetics and where does fitness fall in under those categories. Is it relatable? We'll find out. So when we're talking about health, I guess we're talking about how well our body can perform every day. What's our longevity like? How long are we going to live? Are we going to live a capable enough life to hold us off for the long term? I guess in doctor's context, so to speak. That's where health comes in. So for health, weight and weight loss is important. When the doctor prescribes you either a medication or a diet, it's normally to refer to weight loss, because once you lose a considerable amount of weight, you will be losing fat as well. But the mass is what is most concerning. If you're carrying around too much mass, that's why quick weight loss and being of a healthy weight is a good marker for your health. As for aesthetics, we don't care about weight. We want to hold on to as much weight as possible. We're only worried about our body fat and losing fat, like total fat loss. And when we're dieting for aesthetics, we want to hold as much lean body mass as possible. We only care about losing body fat. BMI for health. A lot of people want to argue about the BMI and if it's still relatable and if it's relatable to them because they train and have muscle. I think the BMI is still quite relatable to the general populace, and it's a good indicator for health purposes. The doctors still use it because it tells you how much strain there is on your heart due to the mass that you're carrying. So unless you have freak genetics or on anabolic steroids, you probably, if your BMI is out of whack, you're probably overweight, you're probably fat. Let's just face the truth. So health reasons, try and stick within your BMI. Aesthetics doesn't really matter about BMI because we want more muscle, and that's where again, body fat and body measurements come into play. We care about how lean we are and our body part measurements. Are we improving? Are our muscles getting bigger? You know, measuring the arms, the chest circumference, all that sort of stuff. Health, waist to hip ratio. We want to know how large our waist is in relation to our hips. The larger your waist is in relation to your hips is very unhealthy, and it's a good determining factor for obesity, and that's something that doctors will want you to get under control. As for aesthetics, we're more interested in waist to shoulder ratio. How tiny can we get our waist, and how broad and wide can we have our shoulders capped out to create that nice V taper. Moderate muscle for health. You don't want too much muscle. As soon as you start to put on too much muscle, unnatural levels, if you know what I mean, then that starts to impede on your health. You're just carrying too much mass. There's more weight on your low-bearing joints. There's more strain on your heart, the amount of blood that it has to pump to carry around that weight. So we only want a moderate amount of muscle, what we can naturally achieve. As for aesthetics, the more muscle, the better. Pack it on, baby. We want to train and get as freakishly muscular as possible, as long as it's still appealing to the eye. Cardiac fitness and flexibility and mobility. Obviously, these are very important for health. Your cardiac fitness, so you don't develop any sort of cardiac diseases in the long term. You'll want to stay fit and healthy with your heart. You want to be able to run around with your kids. You want to be able to run around with your grandkids. So that's important to take care of your heart health. Flexibility and mobility is also important, especially as you start to get to age, you start to feel tighter and tighter. You want to be able to still tie your shoes. You want to be able to bend over without doing your back. So that's important for health. As for aesthetics, we just care about having a tight waist and abdominal control. How small can our waist be? How much control can we have over our abs once we're at the beach or something? You know, posture. Can we walk around proud with our shoulders wide? Posture is important for being aesthetically pleasing to the eye. One thing that falls under both categories, they kind of cross over, is trunk fat. We cannot argue the fact that trunk fat is both not pleasing to the eye, and it's also unhealthy. Like I said before, once your waist gets much larger in comparison to your hips, that's unhealthy, and it's a marker for obesity. So trunk fat, it refers to one, the visceral fat around your organs pushing your trunk more out, and then obviously the fat in the abdominal region. Doctors have known this for a long time to be a good marker for poor health, and so it is a good indicator. If you have a lot of trunk fat, you're probably not healthy. You probably need to get that under control. Now, fitness, in my opinion, is somewhat of a grey area between the two. Obviously more onto the health side, less on the aesthetics, but I guess with fitness, you also take into consideration athletic performance, physical ability, those sort of things. So fitness is somewhat of a misunderstood topic, and it's still a grey area with all these fit, what do you call them? Instagram influencers. So like they're confusing us more and more, and them doing bloody barbell curls or squats on a Bosu ball, that's got nothing to do with fitness. That's got nothing to do with, that shouldn't be in the gym, first of all, but another topic. So fitness, more on the health side, refers to how cardiac fit you are, how mobile, how flexible you are, how well, I guess, you, again, perform your daily activities, and how built you are to perform in, I guess, athletic endeavors. So I guess that'll wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. If you want to check us out on our website, go to freakathletic.com. The link will be in the description. Drop us some comments of your thoughts. Have you got some sort of input to put on the video? Drop it in the comments below, and I'll see you at the next video.